So I was gonna wait to check this out, but I pretty much said, screw it, I'm gonna check it out right now because I really had such a great experience with the sketch markers that I was sent in the last video. So I'm really excited to check these out because not only are these the skin set pack, but they are also brush nibs. I really wanted to check them out because marker artists are obsessed with brush nibs, so I figured I'd just get right into this one. So this is the package it came in. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. And then these are the colors in it. So I'm gonna take this off. Love the cover art. And of course, if you follow me and get all my notifications for when I release videos, you'll know that I just reviewed Sketchmarker's 96 count pack of markers, which is this one that came with its own cool little case. And these are just the bullet nib and chisel nib type markers. And I really like them. So if you're interested in this pack, check out my previous video here on my channel. Okay, so took that one off. And we're gonna open up this cute little pouch. And here are all my markers. All right, so I've got these little inserts. This is just a little card letting you know where you can find Sketchmarker's social medias. And this is like kind of their business card, Sketchmarker professional markers. Okay, so this is kind of the same sort of color swatch thing that they gave in the 96 count set, but a little bit different. It's a booklet more so. So that's interesting, huh? I'm not entirely sure what they're going for here with the 3 boxes. I've never seen that before. I don't know if there's a specific reason, if maybe you want to test out the stroke, like the brush stroke here, chisel stroke here, and then, yeah, I don't know on that last one. The booklet though just seems more tedious than the other color swatch that they sent out. So for example, this one is the one that I'm talking about. This came with the 96 count set, and it just kind of opens up like that, which makes more sense. So I'm assuming though that this is 448, this is 448. I assume they are both the same. And if they are, then I'm going to go ahead and just fill in the skin tone color markers in this because I feel like that would be easier, right? I don't know, but let's check it out. So I'm going to pull out all the markers. Oh, but first, they are different, of course. I mean, they're the brush nibs. So in comparison, this is the bullet nib and chisel nib, and it's all gray. And with this Brush Pro, it's all black. And then the brush nib on this side, very nice. And then the, okay, chisel nib on the other side. And it is also a round barrel, and it's pretty much the same size, these two, right? Yeah, pretty much the same size. The only difference being brush nib, bullet nib. All right. And so our colors are mostly reds, 1 orange, and browns. So I got R54, which I actually already have in my 96 count set. So I don't need to color swatch it. It's the same color. And then we've got R83. Did I have that color in the 96 count set? I did not. So I can go ahead and fill that one in. Ooh, I like this color. Next one is Lace, R84. And then this blush color. And then we got 1 orange. It's called Pastel Pink. Right here. Well, that was quick and easy. So from the browns, we have ginger, oatmeal, putty, ivory cream, ivory, linen, and then ash. And so I'm going to go ahead and put some, I guess, like skin tone color schemes together, mostly with this scrap piece of paper here. And I want to put together 3 skin tones. So what I'm thinking here is definitely a peachy pink tone. So pink snow, lace, and pastel pink. I don't know. Let's see how those tones work together. And I'm just pretty much scribbling them. I'm not trying to blend just yet. I'm just trying to see how these 3 color combos, it's wrong side, sort of go. So these first 2 look good together. This last tone, I don't know, just doesn't really add much variation. Like I feel like it'd be useless to use this tone along with these 2 since all 3 colors are quite similar. I think what I might do is use the Dusky Rose. Would that be too much of a leap? No, I don't think so. Well, not sure. So I'm going to try a blend. If I'm going from Dusky Rose, to my lace color into my pink snow color. It's not too bad. So that's a possibility. I like these three colors going together. What else could I do? Got this ivory, linen. I feel like I could put this pastel pink somewhere in here, but I do kind of like this transition. So I would be going from an ivory to a pastel pink to a lace. That doesn't look too bad. So that could be for like a lighter skin tone color. And then we've got this ginger, oatmeal, and ash. No, ash wouldn't go with that. At least not all that well. Maybe this dusky rose would end up looking good on it. Yeah, I feel like the dusky rose would look nice with that one. So then we've got ginger, oatmeal, dusky rose, which feels like a mid-tone. We got this really strong pink blush sort of color, and ash. No, definitely doesn't work well for me. Okay, so I'm decided on this for sure. Well, we'll see how it goes. I went ahead and drew up some cute characters to try these markers out. And so I'm starting with my lightest color. I always start out with my lightest color. It's kind of like a base. And I just sort of quickly try and fill everything in. And then I go in with my slightly darker color. And I try and hit all my shadows with this color and blend at the same time. So I'm going back to my base color right here and I'm just blending out my shadow. Gotta say, the blending with these markers is top tier. I don't know, I just really like it. Feels pretty effortless. And then I go in to fill the deepest areas with my darkest color. And this is basically where I just get real strong definition and start fleshing out all the features. And there we go. And I'm a little tempted to add some purple into the skin tone just to give it more depth. Obviously, purple isn't included in the 12 set skin tone pack, but it is in their 96 count set that I reviewed in my last video. So I'm just adding it in. And then just around here on the cheekbones and then blending it out with that base color that I've been using. All right, and that's pretty much it for this skin tone. Of course, this isn't the only skin set that Sketchmarker does have. They do have a 36 count set, which does have a much better color variety to choose from because everything else is pretty much working like a dream. I don't have any issues with the ink, with the blending, and I feel like the skin tone set mixed in with the 96 count set is a great combo, especially if you are into character creation like this. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this character up and move on to my second skin tone. Okay, so I finished my first character. I'm gonna move on to my second skin tone color selection. I kind of mixed it up a bit more and decided to go with the ivory cream, ivory, and pastel pink. And these brush nibs are really nice. And of course, you can find these on Amazon. And there are other places to find Sketchmarker. I've heard that ellenhudson.com is a site where you could get a lot of the Sketchmarker product, including refills. I've personally never bought from ellenhudson.com, but I hear it's a great site to access more product from Sketchmarker if you're interested, especially since Sketchmarker is a marker that has refills. And I know that that's a huge deal to a lot of marker artists out there. And of course, things like that do sort of make this a higher end kind of marker. I mean, this is a professional marker, and that's not my opinion, that's a fact. And so with this, I'm pretty much done, but it just doesn't feel completely finished. And so in the same way that I added purple to her skin, I'm gonna choose probably this dusky rose. Hopefully it won't be too much contrast on her skin. I'm just trying to really get some depth in here. Yeah, I think that looks great. And that's another thing. Just because I'm breaking down these skin tones into colors of 3 does not mean that that's always correct. You should definitely just go with your gut because skin is so complex, and in reality, it's not just broken down into 3 colors. We have so many colors that make up our skin, and if something feels incomplete, keep adding. Yes, this definitely helped so much. All right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the character because her skin is pretty much done. Probably add a bit more shading about right here. But yeah, let me go ahead and finish the rest of her. All right, so I finished her up, and now I'm moving on to my last character who I've already done the hair, the eyes, and the clothing for. And these are my 3 skin tone colors, starting out with Linen. And at the moment, this specific skin set is out of stock on Amazon and pretty much a lot of other websites that sell Sketchmarker products. But of course, you can find different skin sets. For instance, one set that is actually in stock right now, as of the recording of this video, is the Sketchmarker Brush Pro People set. It's 36 colors, so of course it has a much bigger variety, such as some cool tones, yellows and browns, as well as some grays. And it definitely seems like a well-rounded pack, and it's definitely one that I feel like I would recommend. Especially if you are considering these markers and do want skin tones, it would just be the one that I would recommend because the skin tone set is of course out of stock. And to me, that looks like the next best option. Oh, and also the price for the 36 colors people set is $117.49 as of right now on Amazon.com for those interested. I definitely like how they came out. You can sort of see a slight, very slight difference between these two characters' skin tones, with hers being slightly lighter and pinker and hers being slightly darker and more mellow, I guess you could say. Not quite as pink, I guess. But overall, the pros. So they're a professional alcohol marker. They have Japanese style brush nibs. They're refillable and have replaceable parts, which in the long term definitely saves you money. They have a huge selection of colors. Their ink is consistent and smooth and very blendable. And I've really been impressed by them. I really like them. These are definitely a marker that I will absolutely be using again and in my own personal projects. As far as cons go, pretty much the same as my last review video where I checked the Sketchmarker 96 count set out, which was the refills and replacements are difficult to get at the moment. ellenhudson.com has a great selection available for purchase, so definitely check them out if you purchase these markers and want access to refills. And then one con specific only to this pack is that I do wish that they would replace 1 or 2 of their lighter tones with 1 or 2 more darker tones, just to sort of balance it out. And it's possible they did it in this way because they have other skin tone sets available for purchase that do include more skin tone colors. But basically that's that. So if you enjoyed this video, maybe comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks everyone. Bye.